all the things.
Yeah. We're not going to be cringe, though.
I think I'm gonna be cringe. Like,
you think you
I'm proud of being cringe. It's like a dad thing. It's a cringe badge of honor. They should have a shirt that says "Dad cringe." Yeah, I'm cringe.
Yeah. Okay. Am I gonna regret having you on here with me today?
I hope not.
It depends on how cringe you are.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I'll try to keep my best behavior on, or at least middle behavior.
Yeah, well, Jade was not on his best behavior all the time. He picked on me all the time. So I'm used to it. And I live with you, so I am used to it.
I thought we were talking about being inappropriate. Picking on you, yes.
Oh,
being inappropriate.
I thought we were talking about cringe.
Cringe, yeah.
Okay. This is...
Are our kids going to watch this? Are they going to think we're cringe?
I'm sure. No doubt. If we do anything, we're cringe.
Can I breathe heavily in the microphone? And
oh, Natalie will just die.
That says I breathe heavy, so...
Yeah.
I eat loud, I breathe heavy.
Yep.
What else?
I sniff. She doesn't like when I sniff.
Oh, yeah. Cough.
Yep. Yeah. Lots of noises. We were sitting in the empty classroom when we were, not empty, but there was a quiet classroom at back to school day on Friday. And I picked my fingernail. I just went like on my fingernail like a nut. And she looked at me like I had I had made the loudest sound in the world in the classroom when I just picked my fingernail.
Well, like picking on you, what does Jackson have for your ringtone when you call? Isn't it you snoring? Didn't he sneak in the room and record you snoring?
I don't know what you're talking about. That is my ringtone, though. You're right.
I think it is.
When I call him. So, no. Anyway, let's get started.
Okay.
So we can
talk
about some other things. Hi, welcome to Lunch Break, everybody.
Happy lunch break.
Yep. I'm here today with Christian Pitts, one of our elders, and my husband.
Yes.
Who is apparently afraid to stand close to me on stage. Is what I learned.
There was some stuff there. Yeah.
That day.
I was just afraid you were going to hit me if I said the wrong thing.
Well, I guess
I'm used to getting out of the
I understand.
swing.
Yeah, that's why you're sitting so far away from me now.
There's a plant between us.
That's right. So
it's a nice plant.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All the soil's glued. I touched that earlier. It's like
yes. Did you have to touch all of it? Like, what does this feel like? What is this?
Apparently, that's the thing now to do. Like to your yard is to glue rocks down. Have you seen that? Like
We're
you
not
have rocks and you glue them down so they don't ever like move.
We're not doing that in our yard.
It's bougie.
No, we're not doing that. We're not.
It's not
Anyway, Christian is here today.
I am. Yes, I am.
Because you and I, we were on stage Sunday talking about the lead pastor transition.
That we were.
And I wanted us to just chat a little bit more about that today and maybe go in a little more in depth about that. I know that there are some other things that you wanted to talk about as well and talk about with everybody. And so, let's just.
So I'm hoping you guys have like an hour or so to sit
we're not doing that.
Oh,
no, not that long. No.
Okay.
But let's get right into it. So,
okay, cool.
We have finished phase 1 of our lead pastor transition, right?
Phase 1 of 3. We're like 33% done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news. What was phase 1? What have we done so far?
Phase 1 was like the R&D development side of it, kind of. It was kind of getting ready, preparing for stuff, figuring out what Jay did other than Sundays, and it's a lot more than you would think, apparently.
Yeah.
You guys do work more than just on Sunday.
We do, yes.
So that was a lot of what we've been doing is, it took a couple weeks to get over kind of figuring out what was going on. But once we did that, and we're so happy for Jay and his new roles. But there's a lot of stuff we got to figure out here. So we've been trying to help staff and help, figure out what that looks like on a day-to-day basis without Jay being because he was the lead pastor, but he was also leading the staff too.
He was our go-to person.
Yeah, we got to figure out how that works. And
I think we're getting settled in. I feel like we're getting kind of settled in.
I mean, we haven't. I don't think y'all have missed a beat.
I don't think so either. But I don't know. I can't speak for everybody and on staff, but I feel like we're settling in pretty good. And then after that, after you guys kind of as elders talked about, okay, what is the office going to look like for our staff? With
once we kind of figure out how to keep things running, keep the wheels on the bus, we're obviously trying to fill the position. So that's the search, the transition, trying to figure that part out. And we hired an amazing company.
We did.
Vander Blumen.
Vander Huffen.
Vander.
Total, I don't know. I just say all the different stuff.
When we text about a lot, we just say VB because it's a big word to say.
It is. It is. So, but we did hire them. Why?
Mhm.
Why did we hire them?
So they are experts. So we wanted somebody who
Yes.
was better than we are at doing this.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff different in the world of hiring pastors and hiring people. So we used Vanderbloemen at our kids' school, Cornerstone Prep.
Yep, we did.
About a year or so ago, we started, maybe it's almost
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We started looking, our head of school was leaving and moving away, so we needed to find a new head of school. Yeah. So we interviewed a couple different search firms, Christian firms, which is, I didn't realize existed before then, that just specialize in either churches or Christian education. So Vanderbloemen was it's kind of the name brand, like the Pepsi or Coke of
Coke, not Pepsi.
Yeah.
Don't
Pell,
even
sorry.
say that. Not Pepsi.
The Diet Coke.
Coke. Right.
So it was, they're kind of well known. A lot of people looking for positions or thinking about changing, look on their website. That's kind of one of the primary ways that they're looking. So we wanted to partner with them for that reason. And a lot of it is just they know what they're doing so much better than we do. There's a few of us elders have been here. I was actually on sabbatical when we hired Jay.
Yep, you were.
That year. So I was a little bit involved, but Scott was on the team then. So, but that's been like 13 years.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah. And it's a lot of work. And as
it is.
Our, staff, we have our normal jobs on our plates. We have those things to do. You elders are, working full time or have other obligations.
Yep.
And so it was a lot to ask somebody to kind of take that on, and any kind of search committee we might have found within the congregation. Even that, you guys are busy. Everybody's lives are busy. Yep. And so it just makes sense to have somebody to come in that knows exactly what they're doing, and has done it lots of times before and can kind of take on that workload, because it's a big job to fill.
It is. So can I tell you what they're not to? Because I think that's important in the conversation is people are like, so what is Vanderbloemen? What exactly do they do? But what do they not do also?
Okay, what do they not do?
So they don't make decisions for us.
True.
So they are like an assistant for us. What their responsibility is to go gather some information. So we had some feedback where people were like, all right, well, the staff met with our consultant, which is also
Well, he was here.
He was here, yes. Sorry, he was here Sunday before last?
Yes.
The second?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
That's
time
great.
goes by.
Yeah. So he was here. He came to both services and was there. He had high compliments for us too. He's like 5 or 6 people saw him and noticed he wasn't normal. Not normal. He wasn't a regular attender.
And
so they spoke to him. He said, we tout ourselves as being super friendly. So he said, y'all actually are. So that was cool. So he came, he did that. And, but my point was, so people were like, all right, so, why did y'all talk to him? We had some people from the congregation talk to him, but he's just really trying to get a sense of who we are, the culture, kind of what we're looking for a lead pastor. Everybody's different. Everybody's preferences are a little different and just what you like. So, but that helps him refine, because I think when we did Cornerstone, I want to say we had like 600 or 800 resumes come.
That's crazy.
So, they're a national search firm. They're looking all over. Yeah. They have reached coast to coast. So, we didn't have time to look at 600 resumes. So they went through them all, and the information we give them just helps them kind of narrow that down and say, hey, this guy, he's currently driving a bus and he believes in sprinkling, and so he may not be a good fit. So it kind of helps them narrow down.
Against bus drivers, just that they're not.
Love bus drivers. I wish sometimes I wanted to be a bus driver.
Yeah, I can see that.
Cool dance.
I could see that.
The bus driver.
Dance. Oh no,
that's not cool.
Well,
it's
no,
cringe.
We're not no.
Definitely would be cringe.
No.
Ryan would come out of the chair with her. He'd stop recording.
The point is that
you do
it's somebody. No. The point is that you don't want people that are not trained for us to have to look through all of those resumes.
We want a good match,
right?
So it's like, think of it if you had a secret shopper that went shopping for you at Walmart, and he thought you liked green apples and you hate green apples and you only like red apples. That'd be something good to know.
Yeah, it would be.
So he wouldn't put it in your bag.
Yeah.
So Vanderbloemen, they don't make decisions for us. So they're going to go through these resumes and applicants. They're going to pre-screen them. They're going to do background checks. They're going to find out all kinds of stuff about them.
Make sure their employment history is actually what it is, not just what they say it is.
The ones that they think are good fits, they'll even talk to them, have some pre-interviews, and then they'll weed them out and present to us who they think are good fits.
Right. More than one.
More than one, yes. We had, when we did the head of school, we had 3 candidates, all just amazing. Like it made it tough because it was hard to pick. But at the end, we could definitely see God's role in it. And this guy that we ended up choosing, just amazing story. God just worked it out. So
yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah. So they won't choose the next lead pastor for us. They are just going to help us along in the application, acceptance, and interview process to present choices for us based on what we as Northwest have told them and what we're looking for. Yeah. So. Okay, good. And so now what? Now what?
So now we're really close to getting the job posting. I've actually seen a copy of the initial kind of posting. So we're looking at that and making sure everything's right on it. So it should go out the next week or two. Okay. We got a cool little video that Jay did for us. That
Jay did a video for us, yeah.
And that's, part of the process now is you don't just post some words online and say, hey, we're looking for a pastor.
Right.
We have to kind of sell ourselves a little more too. So there's a video out there to kind of get their attention and find out more about them.
Yeah. And can we put the job posting, a link to it on our webpage?
Can we?
I don't know. I can do it, but am I allowed? Maybe that's what I should say. Yes. Okay.
Definitely allowed.
So that will be up there when it's
you're
ready.
Expected to.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
Yep.
Good to know. Always good to know what your expectations are. So definitely we'll have that up there then.
Yes. Okay. So we'll link it on ours.
Yep.
It's on there. We'll be on there. Yep. They have a whole site that's just for our posting.
Yes. So. Yes. And then what?
And then, like I said, on Stage Sunday, we have to be patient. I would say that's hard for me, but I actually am fairly patient.
You are a pretty patient person.
Most of the time.
You are.
So we just have to wait. So I think their goal is 12 weeks. After they post it, 12 weeks is kind of their experience of how long it'll take to get some responses back. They say like 85% of their people that they do searches for find that person in the first batch in 12 weeks.
That's really great. I hope.
So the other 15%, what happens to those? Well, they keep looking. Maybe that person was kind of like Jay's experience. It took him a while to follow what God was telling him to do. So may have to, just a prayer is like this next pastor that God's already got picked out, like, don't let him be the Jonah guy and going to Nineveh.
Yeah. No, we don't want
listen
that.
So yeah, this being patient, and then we'll have some candidates to look at hopefully by Thanksgiving. Okay. So it's very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know there was something in particular that you wanted to talk about, especially during this time, this season of waiting, because we hope it's not going to be a long time, but we just don't know how long it's going to end up being, what the Lord has in store for Northwest right now, or in the future with our next lead pastor. So what does that mean for us right now?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Oh, yes, you do. Come on.
There's a lot of things.
Okay. But what did you want to talk about here today?
Oh, today. Oh, so sorry. Yes. So one of the things that I want to talk about was actually our last vacation. That's kind of where it started.
True. I know what you're, okay.
So,
yeah.
If you don't know this about Meredith, she loves to read.
I do.
I'm talking about loves to read. She's always has a book.
Yeah, I do love to read.
I did read one series when I was in high school that was probably like 20 something books. Mm-hmm. I bet I read like 3 more since then. So I had a book that was, I'm interested, like angels and demons, that kind of stuff. Is just kind of, there's not a lot of information in the Bible about it, so it's always been curious to me. So I was trying to find out some more about that kind of stuff. And Chip Ingram has a book out. I can't remember the name of it.
The Invisible War.
The Invisible War, see? Oh. So he wrote this book, and actually, if people want to check it out and go to Right Now Media, he has, and this is old, like when we were, so those of you who don't know, we used to go to Scott and Pam's class, the Young Marrieds, 19, because Jackson was just born.
Yeah, so 17, 18.
19 years ago.
15 years ago, all during that time.
Chip Ingram was not young then.
Yeah.
And so this video that's on Right Now Media, if you search
The Invisible War.
The Invisible War.
Yes.
On there's like a 5 session maybe where he talks about the book. So you don't have to read the book. I probably would have watched it, honestly, if I'd known it was there.
But you read
So I read the book, and it's about
Vacation.
spiritual warfare. So we were sitting. I've been trying to read it for like 2
bring
years.
it back too. I'm trying to do this for him.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So I've been trying to read this book for a couple of years. I've had it on the nightstand. I've taken it on the 2 vacations. I read like maybe 10 pages into it and got bored. So we were sitting.
That's real high praise for this book then.
I know. Well, it's a reflection on me, not the book.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
And it's a short book too. It's not like it's a long book. So I was reading when we were on vacation. We had the opportunity just to sit on the beach. It was just me and Meredith.
It was amazing.
Yes. So just sat there. Literally, we were there like all day. I think we ate breakfast before we went, and then ate lunch on the beach, and then got up at dinner time. So I got bored a little bit.
Yeah.
But I read this book. So I've been wanting to read the book. I read the book, and it's talking about, sorry, I should bring it back to where, what we're actually talking about. So I read the book, and it's on spirit. It's it's
a very serious book. It's important.
It's a hard read too. Like if you read it, it's like a lot of, like teaching. Chip's a very like teaching pastor kind of guy. So it's a lot of details, a lot of stories, but it's really cool because he talks about that, a lot of times we don't think Satan's real as Christians. Like we kind of know, okay, there's the guy in the red, but we don't really truly believe that he is at work. And the Bible talks about the battle. We're not fighting each other. We're not fighting flesh and blood. We're fighting, spirits and things of other realms that we don't know about. And as Christians, a lot of times we don't really put a lot of stock in that. Like if you go and say, hey, I saw an angel, or even sometimes if you say, well, God spoke to me and said I should do this, people kind of look at you a little weird. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of times we just discount that Satan's real and that Satan's active. So the book like really hit home with me on some of the things that it's like, all right, so you believe in God, you believe in Satan, you believe in good, you believe in bad. So Satan's real. Here's some stories in the Bible for it. Got stories in our own lives. So what he was talking about is he was going from a small church to a larger church, and was kind of his first big like promotion or big move that he was doing. It's actually in California. And he's like, man, like when he was actually writing the book, he talks about how little things that he didn't really put much account in at first, but he's like, somebody was, his cable went out. They had to dig up the line and replace it. Well, they hit the water line, busted the water line. They're without water for like 2 days. When they went to fix that, something else broke. And he's got some more like, these are like little things, but some more like really big satanic attacks. But just talking about how Satan does do stuff like that. He tries to distract us. I think that's one of his number one ways that I've seen, even in our church and in our lives, is the distraction. Like when you start to do something really cool, then, you get sidetracked. What's the, is it Nehemiah that's talking about, he's building a wall. He's trying to rebuild the wall. And people say, hey, I'm going to come. Let's go talk to you. And he's like, no, I can't get down and build a wall. So I think that's what happens is a lot of times we get distracted. When we started planning for this was right after we got back from that trip to the beach. It
was, yeah.
And I think right after that's when we found out that Jay was leaving. We started planning and started, talking about hiring these people. I think our dryer broke. Natalie got rear-ended. The pool thing, something happened. The pool turned like green, overnight.
And we were hosting the youth group at some point this summer.
That was like 5 or 6 things. And the crazy thing is once you kind of acknowledge it and say, hey, that's Satan, and you take that power away and you pray about it and realize that those things, instead of getting upset and letting them distract you, they do kind of go away. So I think that what I wanted to bring that and why I wanted to talk about that is because I think in this process, several times from stage, I've said, hey, just pray that Satan will stay away from this process. Because he does love to distract us. He loves to get in the middle of us. He loves to attack leadership, especially churches. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times we think, we're not important enough for Satan to care about or the demons to care about. But for sure, in these kind of processes, it's an easy target. Satan's definitely aware of us. He's aware of a church. He's aware of what we're doing here. I mean, amazing things that are happening. Great staff. Jay's been great for 13 years. Yeah. And God's got great plans for us moving forward. So Satan would love to get in the middle of that and just to tell us, hey, the little lies that he plants, well, the reason they did this is this, or the reason he said that is that, or, just the little things that I think we have to make sure that we don't get caught up in that, that we don't, jump to conclusions about things.
That we stay
and
in
that we're
prayer
patient.
against it.
Because that's a lot of it is, patience. People don't like change.
Yeah.
But then, every time in our lives that we've had change that I can think back on that God's been involved in, and it turned out, better than it was before. So we'll look back 5 years from now and think, oh, remember that time we were so nervous, and look how God took care of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
good.
So that's the reason I say, just pray that Satan will stay out of it, because Satan's real. He's a real thing. He's going to do his best.
Problems.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one way is he doesn't come out and say, surprise, I'm here. He kind of,
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Good to
Even though they showed it on TV like that.
Okay.
But he just kind of sneaks his little half-truths in.
Yes, twisting of the truth. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Good to know. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that with us, and also why that's been on your heart to share with our congregation when, you've been up on stage.
Yeah, so
we've talked about that. So.
I think it was cool that the one time I've read a book in the last couple of years was on this, and then this happened, and so it's talking about it.
Yeah. Funny how that happens. Yes. Funny how
I should probably read
God's
more.
timing. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Funny how when you read, stuff happens. Oh my goodness.
Davis did tell me one time, we were talking about, I think I was, what's the,
I don't know what you're trying to say.
It's one of the movies. I watched the movie, the guy that was,
I don't know,
the sea god or something like that. Percy.
Oh, the Percy Jackson?
Percy Jackson, yes.
Yeah.
So I was, sorry. Memory's terrible. I was watching Percy Jackson on TV. I watched the movie, and I told him, I was like, dude, like that was a pretty cool movie. And he's like, Dad, you watched the movie? The book is so much better.
And usually that's the case.
And so he shamed me.
Oh, well, I mean.
He's like, so cringe, Dad. Like, you watched the movie instead of reading the book?
Yeah, well, I mean.
So I guess I should read more.
Probably should. You really should. And then you could come on lunch break again and share with us.
Do like a book
all
review?
The things that you've learned.
Oh, cool.
The next book that you read.
I got a book for my birthday of like the 1,000 interesting facts.
Okay.
Useless but interesting.
Okay.
So I'm going to be a wealth of knowledge of
you already are.
You
already are.
Trivia.
You're very good at knowing. He's really good at knowing random facts about random things. So you are.
It's one of the roles of being a father you have to do. I think you have to learn useless stuff.
Okay.
Trivia.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yep.
You can pass that on to the next.
That and dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so. Okay. Well, we've learned a lot today, huh?
It's a deep subject.
Oh my gosh. I mean, look, Ryan's even covering his face. He's even covering his face up there. Whenever you guys are missing Jay giving me a hard time on lunch break, just remind me that I can always have Christian back on.
I will promise I'll always give you a hard time on lunch break.
Yes, but you're not wearing any cool socks today, are you? You just wearing your normal socks?
No, I've got my work boots on. I've been at the airport. I actually had to walk around the airport today in Concourse B. If y'all were there, I saw. I didn't see you, but I looked for people. Like I looked for people on the mic.
Were you out on the runway? Where were you at?
They don't let us on the runway. If
really?
we're on the runway,
you said that somebody was parked.
No, they've got like dotted lines on the runway.
Blocking a plane today.
That if we go out there, they'll real quick come get us.
Well, then how is somebody blocking?
So they call it the ramp. It's a lot of technical stuff at the airport. We have lots of letters, but so the planes land on the runway and then they taxi back on the taxiways. And then the ramp is that section between all the concourses. So when you get on the plane train tunnel, you drive under it.
Oh, it goes real fast.
So the planes go in there and park at each terminal or each concourse.
Okay.
So I was driving in there and somebody parked and blocked. Technically, they didn't block a plane. Apparently, there was a plane with some celebrities or sports people coming, and they had to set up a table for them.
Okay.
And our truck was in the way of their table.
A table for them.
Yeah, there's like one gate that all the when UGA flies out, or the teams that they all fly there, and so we were blocking a table for famous people.
How dare you?
I know.
Gosh, trying to do work.
So they called, and I got in trouble and had to go deal with it.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, you can't park anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't pull out in front of planes. They do not like that.
I would think that your blinker would not be sufficient for that.
And planes don't have blinkers.
But I mean, your blinker on your vehicle
would
not be sufficient for that.
We have the flashy lights too.
Who has the flashlights?
On our vehicles.
Oh. So the planes see you and don't run over you by accident?
Yes.
Mainly?
But they usually don't stop.
Let me tell you, if you ever want some really interesting stories about the airport, this is the guy to find in the lobby. He's got...
Most of them I can't tell.
Oh my gosh. He does have some stories.
There's some crazy things.
About crazy things that happen at the Atlanta airport. Crazy things you've seen.
My first day at the airport, we were sitting down and the guy was telling me about all the airport. and there was a lady kept like taking food from her plate and like putting it down beside her chair, and there was a rabbit in a carrier thing, like a cat carrier, and she had a pet rabbit in the airport.
I mean,
I was like, that's gonna be crazy.
Got to have your pet there with you.
Cray.
Okay. Maybe she was moving somewhere. I don't know. It's weird. There's
lots of weird stuff.
You're right.
Yeah.
I always try to think of the reason. Well, but maybe
Chickens. People have pet chickens.
Yeah, but I always think the reasons why, like maybe she just needed a pet. But no, that is a little weird. So you've seen chickens at the airport?
Little cat carriers.
No. You've never told me that one. I knew the rabbit one. I didn't know that one.
Rabbits, chickens, lots of dogs, of course.
Right.
I saw a dog that had Croc shoes on. I should have taken at the airport. He was like walking around in Crocs. Like specially made dog Crocs. And I wish I'd taken a picture. There's a lot of stuff we wish you'd taken pictures of.
I'm sure. I love to watch those reels of dogs put in shoes and how like they freak out because they're not.
Oh, this dog did not freak out. He had I think he had a cowboy hat on too.
You definitely.
I promise. Like, yeah.
Sure of that.
Like people get freaked out though when you start doing that.
Do you know what I've seen here in Ackworth riding down the road? I have seen a man on a motorcycle with a sidecar and his dog's in the sidecar with aviator goggles on.
I told you the other day, so talking about reading books, I was riding down the road and I almost pulled dash cam footage for this. Is there's two motorcycles came by and there was, I think it may have been a kid, but there's somebody on the back riding down like 70 miles an hour on 285 reading a book back against the person driving the motorcycle and just sitting there reading like it was nothing.
I can understand that, though. I would have done that.
So do you have to read? I'd be watching a podcast doing that.
Watching podcasts?
Yeah. Or videos, whatever.
I would have been reading. I would have been reading.
Yep.
Okay. People have learned a lot about
they're like, I'm not going to watch that again.
No, don't. No.
Christian's weird. No. But come to the airport, like if you ever fly out, come like text me or something and I'll meet you at the gate.
It's a perk.
Unless you're bougie and you go to the club and don't wait at the gate.
Okay. Well, used to Kevin. Not calling anybody out or anything. Because you used to not be able to go to the gates. But now, I mean, you used to be able to go to the gates. And now,
when we were in college, I got to go to the gate when you were flying.
You did. We were dating. Yeah, that's right. But now you get to
watch your plane take off.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. That's when we were dating. Now you're like, see ya. I'll see you later. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Thank you for being on here.
Anything else? Any other things?
I don't think so.
Like
I think we have covered everything and more that we needed to cover today.
Yeah.
But thank you.
When I get to come back?
Well, maybe
it's the first time she's asked me.
It really is. Well, we've had. Well, I've been on here. Natalie's been on here. Jackson's been on here.
Yeah. Yes.
It's your turn. You've been on here now. Now we just have to get Davis, but it's been a family affair. So
cool.
It's time for you.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yep, you're welcome. And if you want to come back on again, we can do it another time after we do a transitional.
Maybe in like 6 weeks or so.
Maybe. We'll see.
12 weeks.
We'll see. If we have 30 views of this video, then no, I'm sorry. We will not.
I'll come back when and I'll let everybody know what the favorite barbecue sauce is.
Okay. That's
because I feel like I put that on there.
You did.
And I really want to know what everybody else's answer is, like what their opinion is.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that is.
Are we going to be able to stay at this church if it's not the vinegar or mustard base? Will we stay? Can we stay?
So a lot of people are wrong, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with people being wrong.
You're not going to insist that we leave if they don't.
I just won't serve it next time I do barbecue.
Okay.
I'll bring you on.
Okay. Well, we're gonna stop before this gets any further down the side. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching Lunch Break, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
But isn't sweet what everybody likes?
Sweet's like what they like, but that's boring.
Okay.
It's like what my mom used to make with brown sugar and ketchup. It's not real barbecue sauce.
I'm not going to tell her you said that.
I'll tell her. Nana, if you're watching. Sorry. We love you.